A couple times a year, I get in the mood to juice beets along with other vegetables for health reasons. Sometimes I kind of get over my taste for it and I still have a couple beets in the refrigerator, and that's what happened here. I decided to use my forgotten about beets to experiment with dyeing. So let's see how it turned out. Or we can grow some. You want to grow some?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't really sure if I should peel the beets or not. I didn't know if the skin would have some sort of effect on the color of the dye. So I wasn't going to peel them. Then I decided to, and then I decided it was going to take too much time considering I didn't have the right, I didn't have a knife around me at the time. So I decided to not peel them and just go ahead and cut them open. So that's what As I'm watching this and doing the voiceover, I've had an epiphany. I'll talk about that later. Look at the color on here. Did you put a rock in there?
Yes.
I wanted to do solo dyeing because it seems like beets give off color naturally. Once you put the water on it, the water starts to become the color of the beets. So it seemed like solo dyeing would be a great option for beets. And so you see me here just using some water and putting it out in the sun. This has really become one of my staple ways of tying fabric or doing shibori. It's really quick and simple, and I really like the outcome. I like the patterns that are made on the fabric when I tie it in this way. We're in our more rainy and cool season here on this part of the island, so the sun was present on this day, but some of the days before and after were not as sunny. But as I said previously, this dye, or I should say, beets just tend to naturally give off color. So even without full sun, I figure it should work pretty effectively. At some point, I decided to go ahead and pour this solution into a pot and boil it. The sun was not as intense as it had been, and I wanted to see how dark the color could get on the fabric and the shirt. So I just boiled this, and I lost the footage of that because I filmed these sometime in December and just lost a lot of footage. Remember earlier when I said I had an epiphany watching the video of me and my daughter cutting up the beets with that rusty gardening tool? I had said something completely different right here, but I think it may be the rust from the tool that caused this dye to turn black. I was going to say I don't have any idea why this beet dye turned gray or black, but I am aware of the effect that iron or rust can have on natural plant dyes. So it's possible that cutting it with the rusty tool, getting some specks of rust inside the beet, could have caused this color. Maybe it didn't affect it when it was in the sun because the heat wasn't as intense, but boiling it on that direct heat, on essentially a hot plate, caused the reaction of the iron to occur. So that is my epiphany. And I only came to that conclusion and realization as I was recording this voiceover. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I think that's the case. A few days later, I decided to give it a second shot with the same shirt, and I just put it in a new batch of dye to see how it turned out. So here I'm just soaking it in rainwater to get it ready to go into another batch of the dye made from beets. So it'll be, I guess, a double dyed shirt, with the gray color as the foundation, and then whatever color results from this session. After re-dyeing and rinsing the shirt, not much of the red color was left. This is me wearing it on a hiking adventure. My first time dyeing with beets definitely brought about an unexpected outcome, so I'm going to be doing this again. I have a couple more beets I've already made dye, and I've dyed something new. So there will be a part 2 to this experiment, and you can look forward to that soon. Here's a quick sneak peek, and thanks for watching.